So it's been a couple of months since the iPhone 16 has came out, and still to this day, I genuinely do think the base model iPhone 16 isn't really the best iPhone you can buy even for the price tag. And now that we're getting every single successor of these phones coming out, basically rumors of the iPhone SE4 coming out, and even with the Galaxy S25, I'm actually pretty surprised about how weird of a phone the iPhone 16 kind of is. And looking forward throughout the remainder of this year, if Apple doesn't kind of change their method of what they're thinking about with these base iPhones, there's probably going to be a really large amount of people who will probably not buy an iPhone or upgrade their iPhone this year. Now, what we've noticed is that for the base model iPhones, there's been a pretty small line in terms of these iPhones are still selling millions of units every year. I'm sure millions of people are still going to buy these new iPhones, but there is a really big threshold of sales that aren't really going that high on these iPhones anymore. And Apple put all their eggs into this Apple Intelligence basket, and it doesn't really seem like people even really care that much. It's not really that good of a product. So now Apple has to find a different way of basically improving their product. When you take a look at the iPhone 16, there are like two different crucial areas where this iPhone is really, really lacking when compared to the majority of its competition, even when compared to the Galaxy S25. Number one is that display. This display at being basically a 60Hz panel for $799 or $829 off contract, I think is a very big letdown. And that's a very big problem for this type of iPhone. There is no reason why an iPhone past 2022 has a 60Hz panel, but Apple has still been doing it. And now that the iPhone SE4 is going to be coming out, that's probably still going to have a 60Hz panel, but that's probably still going to have Apple Intelligence, 8GB of RAM. It's probably going to have an iPhone 16 internally. So who's going to buy an iPhone 16 at that point? People would rather spend $599 on an iPhone SE4 than $799 on an iPhone 16. On top of that, that camera selection on the back, for it having a dual camera setup, it's good, but imagine having that triple camera setup, right? The Galaxy S25 has a triple camera setup. The iPhone SE4 is said to have a single camera setup. So if that ends up happening, I could see why some people would want to upgrade to basically a dual camera. But even at that point, if people don't really care that much about a dual camera, maybe some people will buy the single camera. So I hope Apple next generation can go through and really make a lot of improvements with those displays and with those cameras. I understand you can just buy the Pro model, but Apple can make that Pro model specifically having way more Pro features than just a higher promotion display and slightly better performance. So I'd love to hear your thoughts about this. Let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.